Hey, good morning. This is Charlie, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about speak English slowly. Before we start the lesson, don't forget to subscribe to Hey Charlie TETE. When learning a new language, one common question that comes up is, should I speak fast like native speakers, or should I take my time and speak slowly? This is especially true for English learners. English speakers on TV, in movies, or on the streets often speak quickly, using contractions, idioms, and connected speech. This can make learners feel that they also need to speak fast in order to sound fluent. However, is speaking quickly really the best way to improve communication? Or is it better to speak more slowly and clearly? Today, we're going to argue that speaking English slowly is not only more effective, but also more respectful and powerful. Speaking slowly can help learners feel more confident, improve their pronunciation, and allow their listeners to better understand their message. Clarity over speed. One of the most important goals in communication is clarity. If your listener cannot understand you, then it doesn't matter how fast or how fluent you sound. Speaking slowly allows you to pronounce words more accurately and gives your brain more time to choose the correct words and grammar structures. When you slow down, you're more likely to avoid mistakes and speak in complete sentences. But in contrast, when you speak too quickly, you may mumble, skip important sounds, or mix up words. This can confuse your listener if they're also not fluent in English. Even native speakers sometimes have difficulty understanding fast talkers, especially if they're using unfamiliar vocabulary or have a strong accent. Confidence and control. Speaking slowly also gives you a sense of control. You're not rushing to catch up with their thoughts. You have time to think, to breathe, and to adjust your words if needed. This makes you appear more confident even if you make small mistakes. Many learners feel nervous when speaking English. Their hearts beat faster and they may forget simple words. Slowing down your speech can help calm your nerves and reduce anxiety. In fact, many public speaking coaches advise their students to slow down when giving speeches. A slower pace can create a sense of calm and authority. Respect for the listener. Another reason to speak slowly is to show respect for your listener. When you speak too fast, it may seem like you don't care if the listener understands you or not. Speaking slowly shows that you're making an effort to be clear and polite. It gives your listener time to process your words and respond thoughtfully. This is especially important in multicultural or international settings where people may come from different language backgrounds. Speaking slowly can make everyone feel included and respected. Quality over quantity. Some people think that speaking quickly shows fluency or intelligence. However, speaking fast does not always mean speaking well. True fluency is not about speed, it is about communication. Can you make your point clearly? Can your listener follow your ideas? Can you express emotions, opinions, or complex thoughts in a way that others can understand? These things are much more important than speaking quickly. When you speak slowly, you can focus on using better vocabulary, correct grammar, and natural sentence rhyme. You can add emotion, emphasize, and even pauses for effect. These are the qualities that make speech interesting and engaging. Real-world examples. Think about famous speakers such as Obama or Malala. They're not fast talkers. Instead, they speak at a thoughtful pace. Their words are clear, their messages are powerful, and their voices are calm and confident. People listen to them not because they speak quickly, but because they speak wisely and clearly. On the other hand, if you listen to someone who talks too fast, it can be hard to keep up. You may miss important points or feel overwhelmed. That's why professional communicators often recommend a slower pace, especially when talking to people who are not native speakers. A smart way to practice. Of course, there's nothing wrong with training your ears to understand fast English. Listening to native speakers, watching movies, or practicing with audio recordings can help improve your comprehension. But when it is your turn to speak, it's okay to slow down. It's not a race. In fact, many language teachers encourage students to use a technique called deliberate speech. Deliberate speech means speaking slowly, on purpose, to focus on accuracy and pronunciation. Over time, as your skills improve, your speed will naturally increase, but without losing clarity. In conclusion, while speaking quickly might seem impressive, it is not always the best choice, especially for English learners. Speaking slowly allows for better pronunciation, clearer ideas, and greater confidence. It shows respect for your listeners and makes your message more powerful. So, don't be afraid to slow down when you speak English. Speaking slowly is not a sign of weakness. It is a smart, effective, and thoughtful way to become a better communicator. Remember, it is not how fast you speak, but how well you speak that truly matters. Class dismissed. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Hey Charlie TETE. See you later.